Hey everyone, it's Scott from Craig Clamber RC. Just wanted to show you some parts I picked up from Batrazzi and Fair RC. Going to give these a shot on my FCX24 Ecto. Not really liking the way it's set up right now, so hoping these parts will give me some improvement over what's going on right now. So let me show you what we got here. So first off, we've got the Batrazzi Mud Pro X tires. They are 60 millimeters, nice and soft compound, nice and sticky. Should do really well. Those are going to go on the Steelie wheels. It looks like, I haven't tried it yet, but it looks like you may be able to install these in different ways to maybe make them a deep dish wheel. But I'll have to play with that and see how it goes. And then also we've got the Batrazzi oil-filled aluminum shocks. Seem nice and smooth, real nice quality. I'm excited to get these guys on. They come with a soft spring installed, and then there's also harder springs included if you want to go that route. So we'll get this stuff put together. We'll come back to you with the final product and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I've changed directions a little bit here. I know I told you I was going to try to do these upgrades on my FCX24 with the Ecto body, but it turns out it's got some underlying issues that are of no fault to FMS or the FCX24. It was just the person that had it before me did some mods that weren't working quite right. So I wanted to test these parts out, these shocks, these tires from Batrazzi. I'm excited to check them out. I'm excited to get something out for you guys so you have some review on it, see how they really are. So what we're going to do is we're going to run those parts on my K5 Blazer. I put the stock tires on, back wheels and tires back on it. It's still running stock shocks with the oil in them. So we're going to give it a go. We're going to do a little baseline testing here, just how it is. See how it does, and then we'll put the parts on this, and then we'll check it out again. See, the stock tires are okay, but they're not really good in situations where you need a lot of grip. So we're gonna have to reposition this guy. let's try this climb again. Up over that ledge. Need some help there. Hopefully the new Batrazzi wheels and tires will help that out some. And now we're back to where we started. All right, we'll try something else. All right, here we are on the other side of the course. We'll try this hill here. It's just a bumpy hill. We'll see if these stock wheels and tires will do it. So it did it. A little bit of a struggle there at first, but it made it up. All right, we're gonna try this one too. Don't have a good feeling about this one with those tires. Little stair step area here. We'll see what happens. This area can be pretty challenging for a lot of vehicles, especially anything with stock tires. Sometimes a little bump. Nope. All right, we'll try this one last section here. It's just kind of a climb up to the second level. Usually not too difficult. All right, so one more thing I wanted to look at here before I do the swap on the shocks and the wheels and tires. So I want to kind of see where the stock articulation is. See how much travel we get out of this stock shocks. I'm not a huge fan of a bunch of flex. I think sometimes it makes your rig unpredictable if it flexes too much, but we obviously need a little bit. Check this out. These are the stock shocks with the oil installed. That's pretty good for a stock shock. All right, so right about there, right almost at the top. It's gonna be about our limit. All right, I think it's time to swap some parts. So there's a few things to note when you're installing these shocks. This is obviously your stock setup. I took the trailing arm off just to make it easier to work with. So this ball, double ball end, is what goes onto your axle. You probably already know that. So that'll come completely off. What you want to do is you want to take one of these ball ends, or one of these ball pivot balls, and it'll go in this end, one of your ends. These are the same. So it'll go in one of your ends of your link. You'll just snap it in there. And then you've got two different length bolts that come with the kit. So you want to use your longer bolts, these guys over here, on your lower arms, your lower points where it mounts to your axle. And you'll use your shorter ones at the top where it mounts to your frame. Okay, here it is. All the parts installed. The Batrazzi oil-filled aluminum shocks. Really nice quality. They're definitely a high-grade aluminum. There is oil in them right out of the package. None of them showed any signs of leaking. And I believe somebody else said at one point that they are buttery smooth, and I'm gonna have to agree with that. Really nice. And of course the Batrazzi Steelies with their Mud Pro X tires. Probably some of the easiest wheels and tire combinations I've put together, and I've got quite a collection, and I've done a lot of wheels and tires. So super easy install, really nice quality. You see they're a little bit squishy, super grippy. Might be a little bit stiff on the foams for my liking. I like a nice soft foam, but they're definitely softer than the stock tires. There's a little size comparison for you. So they're pretty close to being the same height, but let me get you over here right. Definitely going to gain a little bit of width with them also. Yeah, really nice stuff. We'll get the body on here and we'll give it a run. And there it is. I think it looks awesome. It's definitely sitting a little bit higher than it was with the shocks that I had on it. And to be fair, and I just remembered, that actually cut a couple rings off of those stock springs to try to lower the body down a little bit. Just because I like it to ride a little bit lower. So yeah, that's going to be pretty close to your stock ride height. And that's got the Batrazzi shocks on it, obviously. So let's start where we left off last time on our testing. See if we've gained or lost any articulation here. All right, so there we are. Just about the same place that we were before with the stock. Maybe actually just a little bit less articulation. But man, they're smooth. Nice smooth shocks. Let's go over to the course. All right, here we go. We're back at the course. We're gonna give it a shot. We're gonna hit the same lines, or attempt to hit the same lines that we hit with the stock setup. See how it goes. Yeah, super grippy tires, sticky tires. They got that kinetic sand all packed in them now. We'll see if that makes any effect on them. Up and over that with no problem. A little bit of issue with that when we first tried them with stock stuff. And this is where we really struggled with stock. Some of this might be my one-handed driving skills aren't so great either. Oh, looking good. Definitely a nice improvement over stock. Yeah, we made it. And we're back at this hill. If you remember, the stock wheels and tires struggled a little bit at the bottom to get started, but eventually it did make it up. I have no doubt there'll be any issues. There'll be no issues with these wheels and tires. You should pull it right up there. Yep. We'll give the step area a shot. Should do a little bit better. Maybe. I think a little bit softer foams would help these tires conform around the edges a little bit. But they're a really nice compound, and they're a really nice tread pattern, but they're stiff. So they're not getting a whole lot of flex out of them to really bite into the surfaces. And our course here is covered in plaster cloth and paint and sanded. So that might have something to do. We'll have to get these out on the rocks sometime. Right now it's about 100 degrees here in Illinois, and I'm not really too excited about going outside of this right now. Up the hill with no problem. I'm gonna try one more spot here on my course with these new upgrades. This is a pretty good hill here. Lacks a little bit of traction at the bottom. I have very few rigs or very few tires that will slow crawl this. Don't think these are gonna do it either, but I wanted to give it a shot just to make sure. Nope. Let's see. I should get over here into my traction area, maybe. Maybe high speed. Sometimes high gear be enough wheel speed to get it up there. Oh, nice roll. All right, that's not gonna happen. See y'all back on the bench. All right, so final thoughts of my first impressions of the new Batrazzi oil-filled shocks. Steelie wheels and Mud Pro X tires. Shocks are super nice, really smooth, really high quality. Same with the wheels and tires, really nice, really high quality, good solid metal. Nice coating, no scratches, no issues with the bolts cross threading or stripping out or anything like that. Everything went together super easy. The tires are really nice. Might play with the foams a little bit with them. Maybe get a little bit more squish out of them. Here, I'll show you my tires I normally run on here, or I had been running on here. And you can kind of see I like squishy. These guys, kind of squishy, but it takes a lot more pressure to make them squishy. But really grippy, really sticky, nice. Really nice compound on these tires. Do some more testing with them, get them on some natural rocks, maybe some dirt outside, see how they do with that. But yeah, overall first impressions, really nice with all this stuff. Even sent me this cool little keychain thing here. But yeah, check out Batrazzi. Big shout out to Fair RC for sending me these parts to try out. We'll get some more run time and we will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.